Good morning, everybody. It's a devastating video to make, really. The park, it was a local park where my sons go running, and I walk the dog with them. And it has a lake which was frozen over. And the day before yesterday, 4 little boys went onto that lake, aged 6. I think I've got the ages right, 6, 8, 10 and 11. Know them by sight. 3 of them went through the ice, and it's thought that one of the boys went in to try and help, because I'm not sure, I think 3 were brothers, I'm not sure. And they think the other boy went in to help them, and he lost his life as well. So 3 little boys are dead, and the youngest child is in hospital, very seriously ill. The prayers are requested for him, certainly. I've got a video which I'll show you, and then I'll read a bit what's been said. Something like this happens, and it puts a lot into perspective, and you know, whether you know the family or whether you don't, or whether you just know them by sight, or whether you don't, or they're local families, very local, and people just sort of circle the wagons, and I hope they will. I'm sure the community will, that there'll be help, practical help for the families, and that people will rally round, but I can't imagine them wanting to see anybody at the moment, except, I don't know, I just don't know what they're feeling. I can't imagine. So this is a report. You can see it.
We are deeply saddened by the death of 3 boys who were rescued by our firefighters yesterday here at the lake in Solihull. The boys' deaths are a tragedy beyond words, and the thoughts and heartfelt sympathies of everyone here at West Midlands Fire Service are with their families, friends and the wider communities at this distressing time. Yesterday's incident is a stark reminder to us all of the dangers of open water, especially during the winter months. Frozen lakes, ponds, canals and reservoirs can look picturesque, but they can be lethal, and there are no greater warnings of this than yesterday's tragic events. We would ask parents and carers to remind their children of the dangers of ice and why they must keep off it. Please help us to avoid this from happening again.
Our officers were quick to respond at the scene yesterday afternoon, and having worked very closely with our colleagues from other emergency services, went into the lake itself to help rescue the children and to try and assist them as quickly as we possibly could. On behalf of everybody in the community and on behalf of West Midlands Police, I would like to pass on our deepest sympathies at this time. The tragic circumstances yesterday afternoon, so close to Christmas time, and our sympathies with the families who have lost loved ones in this incident. I'd also like to say that we are supporting the families. We have specialist trained officers who are linking in with the families at this time to offer them as much support as we possibly can.
So that was the official statement. And I'll read you bits of what they said. 3 boys aged 8, 10 and 11 have died after falling through thin ice. As I said, they think that now that one of the boys went in to help the others. A 4th boy, aged 6, is in critical condition in hospital after the incident. All 4 children were in cardiac arrest when they were pulled from the lake at Babs Mill Park, a nature reserve in Kingshurst. One police officer had attempted to punch through the ice and had mild hypothermia as a consequence. The boys pulled from the water were given immediate life support by ambulance and fire service personnel before being rushed to 2 Birmingham hospitals, where they all arrived in critical condition. They're still searching the lake because it was said that 6 people had been seen on the lake. It's horrendous. The deputy leader of Solihull Council said, "This is just as bad as it gets, a dreadful situation. We're completely stunned at what happened. Clearly our thoughts and prayers are with the families at this time. I can hardly imagine what the families are going through." So that's all I know. I was told this morning that 3 of the boys are brothers. I'm not sure. I've, seen them, but I don't know. And it's just horrendous. I might come back on later. I might, if I find out anything more, I'll come back on. And maybe there'll be a GoFundMe for the families. I'm sure they're not even thinking about that, but there are practical considerations that, other people need to be thinking of for them. So maybe that will be something that can help with. So I'll be back later one way or the other. Anyway, speak to you later. Bye-bye.